When the whole world thought that only big and developed countries like America or Europe would win in the case of mini EV, i.e. small electric cars, then China played such a bet that the entire global market was shocked. Yes, China has recently launched such a mini EV whose price you will not believe. Only about $2,700. No one had even thought of an electric car with so many features at such a low price. This is the reason why today the whole world is talking about this car. People are surprised and also worried. How did China do this? And the biggest question is, what is the real trick of China behind making such a cheap car? Is this just a cheap option or a big threat to the global auto industry? In this video, we will tell you everything you need to know. The features of this mini EV, the truth about its price, and what impact will it have on the global market? And what technology has been used in this cheap EV? So stay tuned till the end of the video, because at the end, we will tell you the secrets that companies were hiding till now. And before moving on to the video, quickly subscribe to our channel so that such amazing videos reach you first. Before knowing about that cheap mini EV of China, let's take a look at the Chinese market. Today, if any country in the whole world has made the biggest market for electric vehicles, i.e. EV, then it is China. Yes, China has become the king of the EV industry at this time. In the last few years, China has increased EV production and sales so rapidly that even countries like America and Europe were surprised. According to the report of the International Energy Agency, IEA, out of all the electric cars sold worldwide in the year 2023, about 60% were sold in China alone. Statistics show that last year, i.e., in 2023, China sold about 94 lakh electric vehicles, which was about 30% more than in 2022. This includes both battery EV, BBEV, and plug-in hybrid. It is clear that China is now leading the EV sector. Not only this, China not only focused on expensive and luxury EVs, but also focused on affordable electric vehicles for the common people. This is the reason why there is a tremendous craze for mini EVs there. You will see small electric cars in large numbers on the roads of many cities in China. Their size is small, their design is simple, and the price is so low that consider it a little more than a bike. The special thing is that this mini EV has come as a perfect solution for the problem of parking and traffic in many big cities of China. Of all the EVs sold in China in 2023, about 25% were mini EVs. That is, 1 out of every 4 electric vehicles was a small and cheap mini EV. The trend of mini EVs is so high in China that many companies are working only on this segment. The reason is also clear: China's large population, narrow roads, increasing traffic, and people's desire for cheap but electric cars. There is a good subsidy from the government on the purchase of these vehicles, which reduces their price further. This is the reason why in China, this mini EV has become not just a car, but a daily necessity for the people. Today, mini EV has become the most preferred option for small cities and middle-class families there. People are preferring it more than big vehicles for daily needs, like going to office, dropping children to school, and shopping. China's $2,700 mini EV car, Chery QQ Ice Cream, is being discussed the most because everyone was stunned to hear its price. Only about $2,700. Now imagine, at this price, you can hardly get even a decent motorcycle in America or Europe today, and here in China, you are getting a complete electric car at this price. This is the reason why there was a ruckus about the price of this car in the global market. In countries like America and Europe, if you want to buy even a basic electric car, its price starts around $20,000 to $30,000. In such a situation, how did China do such a great feat? Actually, this car is the result of the hard work that China has done in the EV sector in the last several years. The Chinese government supported companies in everything from battery manufacturing to assembly. Such a large ecosystem of EV manufacturing has been created there that everything from battery to motor is made locally and is made very cheaply. This is the reason why companies in China are able to make vehicles at a very affordable price. Also, companies like Chery have understood that not every customer can buy an expensive car like Tesla. For a common man, an affordable and durable vehicle is the biggest need. With this thinking, they launched such an affordable car that the rest of the world just kept watching. Apart from this, the structure of tax and subsidy on vehicles in China is also quite different. The government has reduced taxes to promote electric cars, and in many places, subsidies are given on mini EVs. This is the reason why it has been possible at such a low price. Now, let's talk about the design and size of this car. Chery QQ Ice Cream really looks like a toffee. Small, cute, and colorful. Its name has also been kept like that so that people remember it. This car is about 2.98 meters in length. That is smaller than Maruti Alto. But despite being so small, 4 people can sit comfortably in it. The biggest advantage of its small size is that it is very easy to drive in city traffic. You will not have the hassle of finding parking like big cars. You can park it even in a small space. Chery has also worked hard on its design. From the outside, this car gives a very modern and young feel. The chubby body, big headlights, and body painted in pastel shades make it special. Its color options are also very cute. It has been launched in shades like pink, blue, white, so that it can be especially attracted to young girls and urban customers. The interior of this car is also very simple and practical. The seats are made of fabric, and the dashboard has a digital display. It has features like air conditioner, power windows, and basic infotainment system, which are enough for driving in the city. The most interesting thing is that, despite being so small and cheap, the battery range of this car is about 120 to 170 kilometers. That means this car is perfect for daily office, school, or market in the city. The charging cost is also very low. This is no less than a boon for small cities and the middle class. In many urban areas of China, people are now preferring this mini EV over bikes and scooters. It is not only cheap, but also protects from rain and sun, and you can travel with the whole family. Chery QQ Ice Cream has proved that it is not necessary for a car to be expensive and big. A small, economical, and practical car can also win people's hearts. This is the reason why the whole world is surprised to see this car. That how did China make such a big bang in such a small package? Battery technology in Chery QQ Ice Cream. When people see Chery QQ Ice Cream for the first time, the biggest question they ask is, how does such a small and cheap car run? How long will its battery last? Is it just for show? But to be honest, the biggest strength of this car is its battery technology. And the special thing is that the company very wisely chose a battery for this car, which is both economical and useful. Lithium iron phosphate (LFP) battery has been installed in this mini EV. Now, hearing the name, you will feel that this is a very advanced technology, but in reality, this is the same battery that companies like Tesla are also using in some of their models. The biggest feature of LFP battery is that it is cheap, very durable, and does not get damaged even in heat. This is the reason why most of the mini EVs made in China run on this battery. Now, if we talk about its range, the company has given 2 battery options of 9.6 kilowatt-hours and 13.9 kilowatt-hours. The car with the smaller battery runs about 120 kilometers on a full charge, and the car with the bigger battery can easily run for about 170 kilometers. Now, you may feel that 120 to 170 kilometers is not much, but you have to understand that this car is made for the city. In the big cities of China, people use the car for office, dropping children to school, going to the market. These are the things. And if seen in this way, then one does not have to travel more than 20 to 30 kilometers daily. In such a situation, this battery is enough. Talking about charging, it can be charged at home with a normal plug. It takes about 6 to 8 hours to get fully charged. That is, put it on charge at night, and the car is ready by morning. There is no facility like fast charging in it because the battery of the car is not very big. But due to this, the cost of charging is also very low. According to China's electricity rate, it costs only $1 to $2 to charge it. Now let's talk about the safety and life of its battery. LFP battery is considered to be the safest because it does not heat up too much, and the risk of fire is also negligible. This is the reason why it can be used without hesitation in small cities and crowded places. As far as the life of the battery is concerned, the company claims that the battery will easily last for 5 to 7 years. Apart from this, the company has also taken care of the weight and space of the battery. Such a light battery has been installed that the weight of the entire car is only around 700 kilograms. This also keeps the performance of the car good, and the battery does not come under much pressure. Another big thing is that despite being so cheap, a battery management system, BMS, has been installed in it. This system protects the battery from overcharging and overheating and maintains the health of the battery for a long time. So you can see that Chery did not make any compromise in the matter of battery. They have installed a battery which is reliable, cheap, and perfectly suited for this car. This is the reason why people are trusting this car blindly. Features and technology. Affordable, but smart. Now when the question arises that what all you get in Chery QQ Ice Cream, which comes for just $2,700, i.e., about 2,25,000 rupees, then believe me, it has so many features that you will feel, yes, it is worth the money. First of all, let's talk about its interior. As soon as you enter the car, you get a very simple and clean cabin. The seats are made of fabric, and 2 people can sit comfortably in the front and 2 people in the back. A small digital display has been given on the dashboard, which shows basic information like speed and battery range. You also get a basic infotainment system in it, which has USB and Bluetooth facility so that you can connect your phone and play music. AC is standard in it, which cools the small cabin quickly. Features like power windows and central locking are also given. Not only this, the company has also given smartphone app support in it, so that you can check things like battery status and lock.unlock. If we talk about safety, then basic safety has been taken care of in it. Along with 2 seat belts, it also has ABS-IE anti-lock braking system so that the car does not slip when braking. Apart from this, reverse parking sensors have also been provided so that it becomes easy to park the car in tight spaces. There are no airbags in it because it is a very basic segment car, but whatever has been provided according to the price at which it comes is quite great. Chery has made it in such a way that it becomes the perfect option for those who drive bikes or scooters and want a car by spending a little more. Now, the biggest question is, why did China make such a cheap car? After all, how will a company earn money by selling a car at such a low price? So the answer to this is China's cleverness. Actually, the Chinese government has supported the EV sector a lot in the last several years. Huge subsidies were given to the companies, taxes were reduced, and the entire supply chain from battery to motor was made in China itself. This reduced the production cost for the companies a lot. The second reason is to capture the market. China knows that in the coming times, the whole world is going to shift towards electric vehicles. In such a situation, the country which first makes cheap and durable vehicles according to the needs of the common people will rule the market. Cars like Chery QQ Ice Cream are not just a way of earning profit for China, but a way to show the world what the future of EV will be like. Apart from this, China's target is not only Chinese customers. These cars have been kept so cheap so that they can be exported to other countries as well. People in many countries of Africa, South America, and Asia are looking for such cheap cars. China wants to capture this market as well. Another thing is that a large population in China is of the middle class, who do not have much money to buy a car. These people used to drive bikes and scooters till now. Now they are being given a car that fits in their budget and also gives some comfort. That is, if seen, China has adopted this strategy very thoughtfully. It wants to become the king of the EV market, not only in its country, but all over the world, by giving people affordable and sustainable options. And there is no doubt that cars like Chery QQ Ice Cream are making this plan successful. People's first reactions. What are customers saying? Chery QQ Ice Cream created a stir on social media as soon as it arrived. People are talking about it on Twitter, Facebook, and WeChat. Most people are surprised to hear its price. Comments like, "It is cheaper than my scooter," are being seen a lot. People who have bought it say that it is perfect for the city. Some people wrote that now they are saved from riding a bike in rain and cold. Many people on social media are praising its design and saying that it is a small but cute car. Yes, some people are also questioning its limited speed and features, but most people feel that it is a great deal as per the price. Many customers are calling it a perfect small family car for the city. Now, let's talk about its real strength. Chery QQ Ice Cream has actually been designed keeping in mind the traffic of big cities and the narrow roads of small towns. In big cities where there is traffic jam everywhere, parking space is not available, and people depend on bikes or public transport. This car is proving to be a game changer there. Its size is small, so you can easily take it out in the traffic. It is easy to drive it even on narrow streets and small roads. It is also being liked a lot in small cities and towns where people do not have the budget to buy a big car. People are saying that now they take the whole family in this car instead of taking them on a bike. Neither the children get scorched by the sun, nor do they have to get wet in the rain. Apart from this, there is no tension of parking. You can easily park it in a small place. This is the reason why this mini EV is becoming increasingly popular in big cities as well as small towns of China. Difficulties of global auto companies. Why are America and Europe worried? The entry of a small and cheap electric car like Chery QQ Ice Cream has put the big auto companies of America and Europe in a fix. Till now, companies like Tesla, BMW, Mercedes, and Volkswagen were ruling the EV market. Their model was such that they used to add a lot of high-tech features to their vehicles and sell them at high prices. In the European and American markets, it is impossible to get even a basic electric car for less than $20,000 to $25,000. People had assumed that EV means premium segment. But China changed the whole picture by making a car like Chery QQ Ice Cream. A car that fulfilled the basic needs for just $2,700. This was not even thought of by the companies there. And this thing became an alarm bell for them. Now people have started asking that when China can make such a cheap EV, then why can't other companies? Such debates have also started on social media that Western companies are deliberately making profits by keeping the prices high. Actually, it is not easy for companies in America and Europe to make such cheap vehicles. There are many reasons for this. The biggest reason is their production cost. The labor charge is very high there. Operating a factory, getting parts, and assembling vehicles is 2 to 3 times more expensive than China. In China, the government has prepared a complete supply chain to promote EV manufacturing. Everything from battery, motor, controller is made in China itself, whereas America and Europe still have to import many things from abroad. The second thing is that the entire focus of Western companies has been on the mid and premium segment till now. Their thinking was that EV is a hobby of the rich. China broke this thinking and showed that EV is also the right of the common man. This is the reason why now the pressure is increasing on the companies there to also launch something in the budget segment. Tesla may have started working on its Model 2, but it is not expected to be less than $20,000. And on the other hand, companies in China are launching one budget EV after another. This has made it difficult for global companies that if they try to sell vehicles at the same price as China, they will incur losses. And if they keep selling at a higher price, people will leave them and go to Chinese companies. This is the reason why companies in America and Europe have become restless after seeing vehicles like Chery QQ Ice Cream. Now, it has become difficult for them to decide whether to focus on profit or cut prices to save the market. China has made this move very thoughtfully. It has shown the world that EV does not only mean an expensive vehicle. Now, companies in America and Europe have only two options: either reduce their production cost or get left behind in the market. This competition is going to be even more interesting in the coming times. Weaknesses and challenges. Why is it so cheap? Is there any deficiency? When Chery QQ Ice Cream was first launched, everyone started wondering what magic is there in such a cheap car. Getting an electric car for just $2,700 is a big deal in itself. But as is the case with everything, you have to make some compromises in exchange for such a low price. Let us tell you in plain language today what are the shortcomings of this car and where it lags behind. First of all, let's talk about its battery and range. This car is completely made for the city. Its battery is just so much that you can run only 120 to 170 kilometers on a single charge. Now, this is fine for the city, but if you have to travel long or go out on the highway, then this car is of no use to you. The second big thing is its speed and power. The top speed of Chery QQ Ice Cream is only 50 to 55 kilometers per hour. That is, it will run fine in the city, but do not expect high speed. Overtaking, driving on the highway, or standing against a big car, all this will not be possible in it. Talking about safety features, here too you will get the basics. There are no airbags in this car. Things like side impact protection are also not provided. There are basic things like ABS and seat belts, but advanced safety technology, like expensive cars, will not be available in it. If there is a big collision, then this car will not be able to protect as strongly. Apart from this, space and comfort are also limited. 4 people can sit in this car, but you will feel difficulty on long distances. The seats are not very comfortable, and there is not much space for keeping luggage either. That means it is not good for a family trip or a long journey. Then comes the matter of looks and build quality. Yes, the car looks cute and modern from outside, but its body is very light. Actually, to keep the weight low and reduce the price, more light metal and plastic has been used in it. Due to this, if there is a potholed road, then the jolts are felt more and the body can get dented quickly. There is nothing special in it in terms of fast charging and technology. It has to be charged from a normal plug at home, and charging will take 6 to 8 hours. The fast charging available in big EVs is not available in it. So it is clear that Chery QQ Ice Cream has been made keeping in mind the budget and basic needs. If your need is just to go to office within the city, drop children to school, or go to the market, then it is perfect. But if you want more speed, more range, more safety, and more comfort, then you will have to go for other expensive vehicles. China's EV world domination plan. This is just the beginning. If you think that China's aim is just to give a cheap car to the people of its country by seeing a small and cheap electric car like Chery QQ Ice Cream, then you are mistaken. Actually, this is just the first step of China's big plan. China's thinking is much more far-reaching. China is now dreaming of becoming the king of the whole world in the EV sector. And, to be honest, it had started preparing for this many years ago. China knows that the era of petrol and diesel is about to end now. Countries around the world are slowly moving towards adopting electric vehicles. Europe and America have also clearly said that petrol-diesel vehicles will have to be discontinued in the coming years. China quickly sensed this trend. It considered the EV sector as an opportunity for itself in which it can get ahead of America and Europe. That is why China set up an entire industry to make EV manufacturing cheap and easy. Everything from batteries to motors and chips started being made in China. This is the reason why today China has become the world's largest EV exporter. Not only in its own country, China is now sending its cheap EVs to many countries in Africa, South America, Middle East, and Asia. Vehicles like Chery QQ Ice Cream are part of China's same strategy. First, it is creating a culture of EV in its country by giving cheap cars to the people. When people will give up petrol-diesel and adopt EV, production will increase more, prices will decrease further, and it will capture the market by selling the same model in the rest of the world as well. In a way, China's strategy is to first wean people away from petrol and diesel by giving them cheap and reliable EVs, and then gradually increase its dominance in the EV sector. This is also a warning bell for companies like Tesla, because China now has the power to provide good products at low prices. Chery QQ Ice Cream is not an ordinary car, but the result of China's thinking, which is dreaming of conquering the whole world through EV. This is just the beginning. The real game is about to begin now. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel to know more such interesting, informative videos, so that next time also this information reaches you first.